Aloes. There are two plants referred to as aloes in the Bible. One is a rich, fragrant resin formed in the heartwood of the Aquilaria or Agarwood tree. Response to a natural parasite, fungal, or mold attack. This natural process happens when the logs are buried in the ground, and the outer part decays while the inner is saturated with this resin. The tree may also be deliberately wounded to make it susceptible to attack. Thus, the fungus and decomposition process can take over several hundred years to produce, making it one of the rarest and most expensive oils. Aloes is extremely scarce and costly. The second reference to aloes in the Bible is in Numbers 24 verse 6. It says, "As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the river's side, as the trees of lign aloes, which the Lord hath planted, and as cedar trees beside the waters." The Arabic word for aloes in this verse means little tents, derived from the triangular shape of the capsules from the lign aloes trees, and its resin emits this fragrant spice. These little tents refer to a tent on the housetop, a place of intimacy or bridal tent. It was a common practice in the Middle East to build a small, honeymoon suite on the rooftop of a house. 2 Samuel 16 verse 22 tells how they spread a tent on the top of the house for Absalom. It is also mentioned in Song of Solomon 4 verse 14. In Proverbs 7 verse 17, this theme of aloes referring to the place of intimacy says, "I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon." In the New Testament, aloes is only referenced once as a burial spice used in preparing Yeshua's body after his crucifixion. This rare fragrance employed is referenced in John 19 verse 39. "And there came also Nicodemus, which at the first came to Jesus by night, and brought a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 100 pound weight." Intimacy again plays into this very tender story. Just before his death, Yeshua, like an Israeli bridegroom, comforted his disciples with these same words before he returned to his Father's house, spoken in the ancient Jewish rite in John 14 verse 1-2. "Let not your heart be troubled. In my Father's house are many mansions, if it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you." In ancient Israel, after the betrothal ceremony, the bridegroom left the bride's home and returned to his father's house to prepare for his wedding day. Before departing, he made a special promise to his bride, "I go and prepare a place for you, and when it is ready, I will return for you." During this time of separation, the groom built a bridal chamber or tent attached to his father's house, while the bride gathered her trousseau and made herself ready for his return. Agarwood's healing properties. Agarwood Essential Oil is derived from Aquilaria trees, which are native to India and Southeast Asia. When the heartwood becomes infected with a particular fungus, it causes the tree to produce an aromatic resin. Its rarity has led to agarwood becoming one of the world's most expensive essential oils. Also known as oud or aloes wood, it belongs to the Thymelaceae botanical family. The oil is steam distilled from the wood chips, producing a sweet, woodsy, base note fragrance that blends well with sandalwood, frankincense, rose, neroli, jasmine, vetiver, and geranium. Traditional uses. Agarwood essential oil has been used as incense in religious ceremonies since ancient times. Known as the wood of the gods, it is still prescribed in Chinese medicine as a remedy for colds and digestive disorders. In traditional Ayurvedic medicine, agarwood is considered to be a warming, stimulating oil that was traditionally used for gastrointestinal conditions, skin diseases, and bronchial asthma. Its use as an aphrodisiac is also noted throughout history. Burning agarwood incense was commonly thought to clear the mind and prevent the spread of infection. Medicinal uses. Agarwood has the ability to uplift the emotions and can be used to treat depression, stress, and anxiety. Its deep, woodsy fragrance can be very centering and useful for meditation. It can be helpful when treating urinary tract infections and menstrual disorders. Its antimicrobial properties can fight bronchitis and infectious skin conditions, such as acne. Agarwood is also known to support the nerves and circulation.